Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. So, I kind of like the the way in which I start with a small chit chat and then go on and go over a review, right? And on today's review, we will go over, I believe, tetracyclines, so antibiotics. We'll be going over that, but I want to have a quick small chit chat. Um, Now, depending on what state you're in, relatively the average nurse does make a good penny, right? So, in a sense, a rewarding and a noble career, right? With some financial upward mobility, and so it's a win-win. And you're able to take care of people at the same time. You get a check, but you know, human nature hit us in the face with reality, right? And that's with enough somewhat disposable income. I know a lot of nurses become consumerists, right? Yeah, we have a tendency to be, buying a lot of things, right, that you don't need. And I personally know a lot of nurses, that drive Benzes and BMWs and buy a lot of things, Pradas, Gucci's, right, and flex a lot of things that they don't really need, or probably they can't even afford. So I would say that you know um, the big machine, the big brands, Google, Amazon, eBay, the big manufacturers, they're able to take advantage um, of this consumerist brain of ours through algorithms, and you know um, algorithms that follow you everywhere, right? Through ads in Facebook or Amazon, and on all your devices. And it's really hard to get away from that. And I believe that the only way that we can fight over this is to become more of a mindful consumerist, basically, and understand that dopamine hits the brain you know soon as you click that buy button, right? So in my opinion, a simple solution would be, I would say, like I mentioned before, you have to be a mindful consumerist, and you also have to understand the way the psychology works, right? In regards with, what we call hedonic treadmill, right? And you can probably Google that. Basically, with hedonic treadmill, just basically states that consumerism is a never-ending cycle, right? So you can never really win, and you might have a quick hit of a happy dopamine, but later on, within a few days, you're back to original, unsatisfied, unhappy state, right? So the best thing to do is to really be mindful about consumerism, and understand that it is a cycle, and you have to be, you know you have to do a lot of practice. And I'm not going to go over it with this video, because this video is about, we're going to review some tetracyclines later on. This is not a you know psychology video or anything like that, but you do have to be mindful, or else you'll be stuck with a lot of stuff, and maybe nothing in your wallet, right? So on that note, I'll be flipping the screen, because we just hit about 4 minutes right now, and we will be going over tetracyclines in a right about now. Tetracycline. So tetracycline, as we all know, is bacteriostatic, right? And it inhibits protein synthesis to the susceptible bacteria. Okay. Now, the two most common medications, antibiotics that you will most likely encounter in your NCLEX exam, would be doxycycline, which is vibromycin, and tetracycline HCl, penmycin. Okay. Now, I want you guys to focus in this specific two antibiotics. Okay, because these are the most common in the category of tetracyclines. Now, when we talk about I don't know if you guys can see this, but when we talk about, I'm going to let it load for a second. Now,